Let's talk about getting organized and the most important mistake that most people make when it comes to getting organized, which is trying to organize kind of this kind of overload of stuff that they have. And when I talk about organization, I'm not just talking about physical stuff. I'm talking about digital stuff, our to-do lists, all of our files on our computer, pretty much everything we've got going on. But also our physical stuff in our lives and the things we need to manage in terms of our time. Getting organized is an amazing thing, but people tend to make a really big mistake, which is they try and organize all of it. I am Leo Babauta, creator of Zen Habits. For 20 years now, I've been simplifying my life and helping people to get organized, to get simple in their lives, to simplify their lives, to become minimalists, but also to be on top of their stuff finally after all of the years that they've been feeling kind of behind or a big mess. And the most important thing that I teach is simplify first. When we try and organize, imagine trying to organize, let's say, thousands of files. Great. Trying to put an organization system on thousands and thousands of files is great, do it. But what if before that you simplified? So you're like, actually, half of these files I don't need anymore and I never will. Okay, great. Maybe you kind of compress those and put them into a long-term storage somewhere online. Maybe you delete them, but just kind of get them out of the organization system. You're not going to be accessing those anytime in the next couple of years, maybe even the next 5, 10 years. So don't put them in your organization system, right? Organize the things that you actually are going to need access to. And so you're like, well, I need access to my tax documents for the last few years. Great. Have an organization system for that. I need an organization for my receipts and bills and all of those kinds of other financial documents that I get every month. I need something like that for the last 3 years. Great. Organize those. You don't need them from 20 years ago, right? Probably. I don't know your life, but I don't. So there's a limited amount of things that we're going to actually need access to. Organize those. Simplify the rest. Same thing with clutter in your physical life. People take huge piles of clutter and then they try and find an organization system for all of that. And that's backwards. What they need to do is first simplify. Get rid of 80% of that. Now you have a very small amount to organize. It's super simple. It's like, oh, this stuff goes over here, this goes over there, that goes over there, done, right? It's easy to do that. But people have a hard time with simplifying, and we have some other videos here in the YouTube channel about simplifying and decluttering. People have a hard time with it because there's resistance. We think, oh, I gotta face this big pile and go through it. But actually, it is liberating to go through these big piles. And what I want you to do is pick just one small pile and go through that one thing at a time. Liberate yourself of it. Throw it out the door. Toss it into the neighbor's yard. uh, no, but like send it to a charity. Give it to people who need it. But get it out, right? Sell your books to a used bookshop. Get donated to the library. Now, not all your books, but the ones that you're not going to read, you know, donate those. Or at least box them up and don't organize them. Box them up. Say, these are my aspirational books. I'm going to box them up, put them in my attic, and remind myself in 1 year to go and open that and see if I still want to read them. But from now, what I'm going to do is choose the books that I am actually going to read, commit myself to reading that for this year. Maybe it's 6 books. I'm going to take those books and really actually try and read them and put them into action in my life. When only once I've done that can I pull another 6 books from that box. But in a year from now, if I haven't finished these 6 books, maybe I can admit that I'm not going to read that box. Go donate that somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe you're not willing to do that. But we resist letting go of stuff. But if you can let go, it is a huge relief. You're just like, I'm free. I don't have to organize all of that. the amount you organize, the energy you put into organizing goes way down, and the mental cognition of like where everything is goes way down, and the ability, to like have a very simple organization system where you can find things like that goes way up. So worth the effort. And like I said, it is just liberating to let go. So simplify first. And I don't care if it's files. You don't need all of those files. If you want, put them all in one big archive, zip it up, compress it, put it somewhere like Google Drive, or some other online service, and just leave it, or eventually delete it. Like, you're not going to need that. I promise you. 99% of the time, I've noticed people, they will archive something and they will never touch that archive again for 10 years, 20 years. And so unless it's family memories, I do encourage you to keep a good archive of family photos and videos and things like that. Great. I use Google Photos. Do that. Apple Photos is fine. Have it backed up, so if your thing crashes, fine. But for most part, there's a bunch of stuff we will just never touch again, and you are not going to need it. Let go of it, or find a way to get it some other way, so that you don't need to keep it in your organization system. Okay, that's what I've got for you. Simplify first. Don't make the mistake of organizing too much stuff. If you try and organize everything, you will prevent yourself from ever simplifying, is my experience. I am Leo Babauta of Zen Habits. Please give this a thumbs up, help others find this video. Leave me a comment, let me know how this resonated with you, if you have some objections or things that you found to be true. And please subscribe for more of these Zen Habits YouTube videos in your inbox. I love making this content. I love the community we're creating here. I would love it if you subscribed.